thinking people who are too much thinking, for them it never works. A childlike person who has a simple faith in his god or his temple or whatever, he goes to the temple and says, Shiva, I want a house. I don't know how, you must make it for me. Now in his mind there are no negative thoughts. Will it happen? Will it not happen? Is it possible? Is it not possible? These things are completely removed by this simple act of faith. If at all if you're unhappy, the only and only reason why you're unhappy is life is not happening the way you think it should happen. That's all it is. So if life is not happening the way you think it should happen, you're unhappy. If life happens the way you think it should happen, you are happy. It's as simple as that. What is possible and not possible is not your business, it's nature's business. Your business is just to strive for what you want. Where you're sitting, can you just fly off? You say no? Right now from where you're sitting, can you get up and walk? You'll say yes. What is the basis of this? Why you say no to flying and yes to walking? Because past experience of life, many times you've gotten up and walked, never did you fly off. Or in other words, you have decided that what has not happened till now cannot happen in your life in future. This is a disgrace to humanity and the human spirit.
Maybe I'm not on my path. Maybe I'm on a path somebody placed me on and I'm just rolling down. They all treated life and business and success the exact same way. And it was sort of like getting into a nightclub. There's always three ways in. So there's the first door, the main entrance, where the line curves around the block, where 99% of people wait in line hoping to get in. You know, that's where people just stand there hoping the bouncer picks them and calls them in. And then there's the second door, the VIP entrance, where the billionaires and celebrities go. And for some reason, society has this way of making us feel like those are the only two ways in. But what I've learned is that there's always the third door. And it's the entrance where you jump out of line, run down an alley, bang on the door 100 times, crack open the window, go through the kitchen, there's always a way in. And it doesn't matter if that's how Bill Gates sold his first piece of software, or how Spielberg became the youngest director in Hollywood history, they all took the third door. When I had started this journey, I thought there just had to be an essence of fearlessness in all of these people. You look at Bill Gates or you look at Elon Musk, they had to be fearless. And it doesn't matter if you're starting a business, it doesn't matter if you're chasing a dream, it's dealing with your own flinch that's the hardest part of achieving any dream. But I actually realized the opposite was true. They were terrified the whole way through. So it wasn't fearlessness they achieved, it was courage. Fearlessness is jumping off of the cliff and not thinking about it. That's idiotic. But courage is acknowledging your fear. And we have this preconceived notion that fear means that there's something wrong with what you're doing. But what I've learned is that not only is it natural, it's an essential part, because only when you acknowledge your fear can you then decide to take one step forward. 99% of people treat their mistakes as the biggest enemy. And that's the worst thing you can do. He explained to me that most people hate their failures. They hate their mistakes, and they treat them as their enemy. But it's only when you treat your mistakes as your friends, cherish your mistakes, and only then can you grow. And in that moment I realized that the opposite of success isn't failure, the opposite of success is not trying. And in that moment, I swore to myself that from now on, I would be unattached to succeeding and unattached to failing, and instead I'll be committed to trying and growing.
It was pretty scary at the time, but looking back, It was one of the best decisions I ever made. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference. Sometimes life's going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love. And that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. I've looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. And yet, death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It's life's change agent. It clears out the old to make way for the new. Right now, the new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you will gradually become the old and be cleared away. Sorry to be so dramatic, but it's quite true. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. And I have always wished that for myself. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
So I always try to use the positive words in my life wherever I go. They call it adversity, I call it opportunity. They call it weakness, I call it strength. They call me disabled, I call myself differently abled. They see my disability. They see my disability, I see my ability. I cannot wait for a miracle to come and make me walk. I cannot sit in the corner of the room crying, cribbing and begging for mercy because nobody has time. So I have to accept myself the way I am. The sooner the better. And that day I decided that I'm going to live life for myself. I am not going to be that perfect person for someone. I am just going to take this moment and I will make it perfect for myself. I never wanted to be on the wheelchair. Never thought of being on the wheelchair. I was always aspiring to do bigger things, but had no idea that for that I have to pay the price to be where I am today. It's a very heavy price. This life is a test and a trial, and tests are trials are never supposed to be easy. So trials make you a stronger, better person. Life is a trial. You go out, you seek for people who need your help. You make their lives better. You become that sponge which can absorb all the negativity, and you become that person who can emit beautiful, positive vibes. And when you realize that you have changed someone's life, and because of you, this person didn't give up, that is the day when you live. It is hard when I say that I cannot walk, but I have to keep going, because never giving up is the way to live, always. Live your life fully. Accept yourself the way you are. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. I'll repeat, be kind to yourself, and only then you can be kind to others. Love yourself and spread that love. Life will be hard. There will be turmoils. There will be trials, but that will only make you stronger.